When I'm working with any individual who has gone through some kind of childhood trauma in their past or some sort of a situation in their young adulthood that caused trauma and caused them great suffering, I'm just amazed at what they've done with their lives. When I'm working with them, though, it's very clear to see there's certain themes that run through their mind that they basically have to overcome. They didn't choose these themes. These themes were part of the healing process of them going through what they went through. Anytime you hurt a child, it's wrong. And anytime an adult has to grow up with childhood trauma in their life, my heart goes out to them. And not only my heart, but my applause that they are survivors, that they have made it. But just because they made it doesn't mean they won't have these three lingering things that really are trying, that are very difficult to work through. I want to give you those three lingering themes that run through children who grow up that have had some kind of childhood trauma. I want to go through them and how you can help rethink it, because if you haven't dealt with these yet, you will have to. And not only that, but if you're in love with someone who was a child of some sort of trauma, if you can anticipate that this is going to be an area for them and help start the discussion, so maybe you can be a support person for them, it's going to help them move through it faster, and not only faster, but it's going to help them realize just how truly significant they are for making it, for being alive, and for being in your life today. The first of these is feeling resentful. Yeah, they're resentful. They ask, why me? Why out of everybody did I have to go through this? What did I do? And the answer is nothing. You didn't deserve it. It wasn't right. But staying in that mindset of where that person is at that time, being resentful, will only generalize in other areas, making them unhappy. So you have to go back. Like most of the suffering literature that we've read comes from the Holocaust survivors and prisoner of war survivors. And basically what they said was that they used to think life was just life. It's what happened to them, until they realized, no, bad things can happen in life. And it's how you react to it. So choosing a new reaction, rather than being resentful or feeling bad about what happened and that you didn't deserve it and getting stuck in that, how do you want to live now? What are you going to do? Maybe discovering how incredibly strong you are, how much endurance you can do, how you've been able to change your mindset. These are big deals. These are big things. And how you can actually trust another human to love them. That's another big deal. And please pat yourself on the back. If you are this far, you have come a long way. The second lingering theme is being unforgiven. I used to have a friend who, her grandmother was in the Holocaust, and she would tell me, if I can forgive the Nazis, you can forgive anything. Now we know that some things that happen to a person in childhood are unforgivable. Like I don't know how you move past some of the things that clients have told me about, but I do know this: it is a mindset. It is you deciding that you will forgive. Forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. It has to do with you. And when you forgive, not forget, it's going to set you free. It's going to liberate you. But getting to that point takes time, and it takes wisdom. You have to know when it's okay to let go of it, to be free of it. But don't think for a minute, just because you forgive it, or if you're with a person who has to forgive a past trauma of some sort, don't think that they're going to forgive it and then it's over, because it goes on to live in them. But each time it comes up, if you can support them, if you can say, we'll forgive them together, we'll do it piece by piece. And when you see how truly free you and your partner can be when you forgive, it's worthwhile. It's something that you can support them and help them take that step. The last one, feeling inadequate, worthless, imperfect. Reminding your partner how far from the truth this is, how incredible they are, because they will carry this with them. If they had an abuser in their past, or they were brought up to feel like an animal, like something that was easily discarded or neglected, they're going to have a lot of insecurities. And if you're dating someone like this, the more patient you are, the more reassuring. Yes, they will have abandonment issues. Yes, expect abandonment issues. But if you're the person that went through this as a child, also expect that you can change. You have a mind that grows. You have the ability to choose different people to be around. You have the ability to choose a new family, to create it with people who really love you. And if you have been able to do that, you are far from worthless. You are more competent than most people who just grow up in a family and feel entitled. Maybe instead of feeling incompetent or beating yourself up, you can start praising yourself. You can start reminding yourself on how far you've come. You can start really celebrating every milestone you've made since you have grown up, since you've gotten a certain age. You've gotten a job. You've gotten a place to live. Think of all the unbelievable things you've done with very little help from home. That is a big deal. That's something to celebrate. When you're dating someone who has grown up with childhood trauma or young adult trauma, it's very important that you understand you are with someone significant. And the more you reassure them of their significance, of their value, of their pricelessness to you, the more helpful you're going to be, the better partner you're going to be. And in essence, that is the greatest act of love. If this video is helpful for you, please subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much.